Shalom. All glory and praises to Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahushai.
Double honors to the elders apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, for teaching us this truth and among other things. And I want to say Shalom to the elect of Israel, pushing this truth on the highways and byways week in, week out. So we're back with a new video. This time I want to talk about the brotherly love, the camp, one body. We gotta all be as one, man. Everyone got his purpose, everyone got his task, and there's order, man. So read, brother.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 10, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him.
We should live together with who? With Yahushai. We are in this truth through Yahushai, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. So you gotta live through Yahushai by the scriptures, by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, by being together, by having faith, by praying, fasting,
Verse 11, wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another.
God, edify one another. How do we do that? By being in the camp, teaching, trying to compel the elect, but also with the brothers, teaching each other, man, teaching each other breakdowns, studying with each other, if the brother knows something I don't know, and he tells me that, hey, that's a good thing, you can learn from each other, man. Go on.
Even as also ye do, and we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you, and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you.
Because we all laboring together, man. We all be laboring together as one body, and there's a different ranking system in the camp, man. But it's not like when you rebuke a brother, it's not like you keep rebuking him all the time, man. For one brother, you can rebuke him 2 or 3 times, on the thing that he's doing. The other brother, you rebuke him once and he understands, So go on, read that part again.
Verse 12, and we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you, and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you.
So this is not talking about respect of persons. It's just talking about, you gotta admonish the ones that is above you. You gotta learn from them. If they rebuke you, you take it as a wise man. Don't be emotional. When you're in this truth, you gotta put your emotions to the side, and that's what we all learn, man. Because we as Jake, we don't like when people telling you what to do, man, or how to do it, or to hear that you are in the wrong, man. We don't like that shit. But when you're in this camp, then you will learn that, You will learn to put your emotions to the side, And just like in the world, they say it's not criticism, it's feedback, To do something better, it's feedback for you. So just like when you get rebuked, you gotta see it as feedback, man. You want to make you a better person. You want to make you think like, hey, this is something I did wrong. I gotta, improve myself, be better, man, for the next time.
That's why the scriptures say open rebuke is better than secret love.
Give me you have precept? Otherwise,
no.
Give me 1 Corinthians 12 and 12.
Yeah, I was gonna get that, but I knew that you would, ask for it.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, because we be greeting each other. Hey, Shalom, Ak, peace to the brothers. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah, May the Heavenly Father and the Son bless you. And you gotta be spiritual with each other. This is no carnal thing, man. It's a spiritual body. When you, like a brother always said, brother of us from us in the camp, we always say, hey, we lose everything, man. We lost our family, we lost our worldly friends, Not that matters to us, but we are the only ones left, We only have each other, man. We only have each other, the camp, the brothers. So it's important for us to keep it good,
1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 12. For as the body is one and hath many members.
It's one body with many members. That's the camp, you know.
And all the members of that one body, being many, are one body. So also is Yahushua.
And then many members, you can see it like it's one body. The other brother is the left arm, the other is the right arm, the other is the head of the camp. You know, you have the feet, you have the legs. You need everything to make a whole body. You know, you cannot, have a body with one arm. That's fucked up. It's a fucked up body. You know, you need all the members.
God, I have a precept.
In Yahushua, you know, because we teach Yahushua, we teach Yahuwah Shem Yahushua, man. You know, every minute, every second, every hour, man. It's Yahuwah Shem Yahushua, man. All praises, Kalalal, Yahuwah Shem Yahushua, none else. If you teach your other doctrine, don't mess with us, man. This is GMS, Great Millstone, you know. You have precept?
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 4. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office.
So all members have not the same office. They don't have the same desk, you know. It's a different ranking system. Plus the brothers got different talents, man. You know, one brother is good in Daniels and Revelations. The other brother is good in the history of the West Africans. The other brother is good in the Jeremiah, you know, in the Isaiah scriptures. The other brother is good in the destruction. The other brother is good in the Illuminati things, you know. It's different. Every brother got different talents, man. Different tasks. And that's how you fill up the body. That's why when we stand in the camp, you know, no one chokes out, because you have the brother on the side of you be like, hey man, I back you up, boom, precept, hey, can I say something, boom, and then he talks about it. Maybe you don't know what to say at that moment, but the brother fill you in, you know. And that's beautiful, and that's why we one body, man, and you gotta stay one body. It's not like back in the days before we was in the camp, me and this brother. I heard from the elder, he said that there was one guy in the camp, if his precepts didn't came out, so he had a precept or he had something he want to put out, and the brother say, wait, I want to finish this first, then he don't want to read for him no more. Stop reading, stop bringing out precepts because he's mad. He put his emotions in front. Hey, that's some bogus shit, man. You know? You gotta be spiritual, man. Stay spiritual.
Back in Corinthians 12?
Yeah, read that again.
1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 12. For as the body is one and had many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Yahushua.
Yeah, man. Through Yahuwah Shem Yahushua, we came in this truth, man. You know? Only through Yahuwah Shem Yahushua, and then the elder apostles, you know? That, hey man, you gotta see these elders apostles of us, you know? Great Millstone, Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Kubar, Elder Apostle Rimrab, Elder Apostle Bakar. Hey man, they helped us in this truth, man. Help us grow in this truth, man. You know? That's why you always gotta put the double honors, man. Always gotta put the double honors, man. When you start with a video, when you start the camp, you know? Because they rule well, they teach us good. You gotta have men, wise men above you that you learn from, because we are still babies in this truth, you know. And that's why you have guys, I cannot call them brothers, you have guys that left the camp, left the GMS, and they don't put the double honors no more, you know, going against the elders, apostles, you know. I heard guys say this is the time to expose one another. Nah, man, that's some bullshit, man. You know, you see film, a lot of people be falling off, you know, a lot of niggas be falling off. This truth, talking about we need to expose GMS, this and that. This is not the time, man. We are in the end, man. The scriptures say, if you love me, feed my flock. So we need to feed the Hebrew Israelites, man, with this truth, with this knowledge. Don't be exposing them, and you know, that's some bullshit, man.
I have two scriptures. The first one is 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine.
Yeah, man. We're count worthy for the double honors, man. You gotta give him the double honors all the time, man. And they labor for years, man, in this truth, man. They do the work for years, man. 30 plus years, man. Hey, you know how many years that is, man. Come on, man. Hey, you know, they are worth the double honors. I wanted to say they are worth the praise. They are, but then people gonna think it's respective persons. But they worth the double honors, man. You know, because they are the top man of Israel, man. If you believe it or not, they are the top man of Israel. And in the kingdom, Yahweh Ratazah, you will see them as top man of Israel, man. You know, you will see them as the elder apostles that had the knowledge, you know, in this world, in this wicked world, man. Now read that again. It's a beautiful scripture.
1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine.
Especially they that labor in the word and doctrine. Which doctrine? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You know, no other doctrine, man. No other doctrine, man. You know.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 7. For who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now if thou didst receive, why dost thou glory as if thou hast not received it? You know, going into those people that don't want to give double honors to the elder apostles no more, but they have received the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from that. So the scripture says, and what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now if thou didst receive it, why dost thou glory as if thou hast not received it? You know, they glorifying in themselves, saying like okay, now you can follow me, join the Avengers, or join you know, the Yashar camp, or you know, these bugged out fallouts, and they are not giving double honors to the elder apostles no more, but they had received their knowledge, man. So why are they acting like they have never received it? You know?
And this also talks about the guys that they learn from GMS, they learn from the elder apostles, and then they say, nah, I deal with Yahushai directly. You know, I deal with Yahweh, I deal with the man directly. Get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't dealing with no one, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't dealing with no one. You dealing with demons. That's what you're dealing with. Give me Proverbs 24 and 16. Yeah, man.
Proverbs.
Because hey, it's a lot of fall-offs, man, and that's fucked up. You gotta think that that's fucked up, but it's a good thing too, because it makes you scared. Because the number of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His Son Yahushai is small, man. It's not a great number, man. You know, the number of salvation, the number of the people that will be saved is a small number.
This is Proverbs chapter 24 verse 16. For a just man, it's like for a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief.
A just man falleth 7 times and rise up again. You know, when you're a righteous man, you know, you fall, you sin, you know, you go off sometimes, but then you will come back. You know, you will stand up. Boom. Okay, I have it now. I have my wrongdoings. I sin. I went off. You know, I did my things wrong, but still, I will come back. You know, even stronger, even better. You know. So you can fall 7 times, man. You have the brothers that tell you, hey, is this what you're doing, Ak? Yeah, fuck off. This thing what you're doing, Ak, is wrong, you know. But you can stand up, man, and be even stronger, you know. Be even stronger in this truth. But the wicked man, when he fall, hey, there's no way for him to get up.
Read it again. Proverbs 24 verse 16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief.
God, the wicked shall fall into mischief. They ain't standing up again. It's done. It's down for the wicked. The wicked falls and stays in their wicked ways, you know. Go to Hebrews 4:12.
Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
So we say the word of the Most High, the Heavenly Father, is a two-edged sword. It will sharpen. It's sharpened. So when you rebuke a brother, and especially with these scriptures, hey, it will cut him to the heart, man. You know? It will cut him to the heart, man. So that brother will feel it like, hey, man, this is fucked up. I did something wrong. I need to change myself. You know? Because these scriptures, they hurt, man. They hurt, man. They even hurt these Edomites, you know, when we teaching out in the streets. So it will hurt you even more because you are an Israelite, man. You are in this truth. So when a brother rebukes you with the scriptures, hey, you will feel it, man. So read that part again.
For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Of soul and spirit, thoughts and intents of the heart, man. It will cut you on all sides, man. It will cut your soul, it will cut your spirit. You will feel it, man. In your mind, you'll be thinking like, hey, this is fucked up. Brother rebuked me, you know, on a strong way, but on a righteous way, you know. So go to Mark 2:16.
But you gotta realize that getting rebuked is only for the betterment of yourself, you know. And that's why basically when you're watching videos of brothers going into the scriptures, you basically should be rebuked every time you watch a video, man, because brothers bringing out the truth, the scriptures, and we have to examine ourselves. So if we examine ourselves, there's 100% sure, it's 100% sure that you are not doing all those things correctly, you know. So we should be rebuked all the time, man.
So because
Mark what?
Mark 2:16. Because we didn't came in this truth as righteous men. We came in this truth as wicked men. So if you came in this truth as a wicked man, that means that you need to learn, you need to grow in this truth. That doesn't mean that you come in this truth and automatically you do everything right. Of course not, man. Read this.
Mark 2:16. And when the scribes and Pharisees saw him eat with publicans and sinners.
This is talking about Yahushua. They saw him eat with publicans and sinners. So, but read it.
They said unto his disciples, how is it that he eateth and drinketh with publicans and sinners?
Why did he eat with publicans and sinners? Because they need salvation, man. You know, before we came in this truth, we were all wicked, man. We was doing wicked things. We need salvation because we are wicked. We wasn't righteous. You know, we don't.
When Yahushua heard it, he said unto them, they that are whole have no need of the physician.
Of a physician. They that are whole have a need for a physician. They that are whole, they don't have need for someone to teach them, for someone to make them righteous, you know, for someone to learn them this truth, because they are righteous already, you know. The ones that are sinners, they need someone to teach them how to be righteous, you know, how to stay righteous, how to stay in this truth, man. You know, because we came in this thing as sinners, and we still are sinners, because you cannot keep all the law, statutes, and commandments correctly, but you can try, man. You know, try to keep them to the best of your abilities. You know, go to Luke 17:3.
Finish this.
Yeah, finish it.
But they that are sick, let me read it again. But when Yahushua heard it, he said unto them, they that are whole have no need of the physician, but they that are sick, I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance.
I did not came to call the righteous, but the sinners to repentance. You know, and that's us. We were sinners. We needed to repent. We needed to come back to this truth, to this knowledge, to you are history, you know. So that's what you gotta understand. Give me Luke 17:3. Yeah.
Chapter 17, verse 3. Take heed to yourselves. If thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him.
If your brother trespass against thee, rebuke him. You gotta tell him his wrongdoings. Tell him what he's doing wrong, man. You know?
And if he repent, forgive him.
So if he be like, yeah, brother, I know I'm wrong. You know, I gotta do something about it. It's fucked up. There's demons playing in my head. You know, this and that. You know, he gives you a reason why he did it. You know, he just tells you, he just acknowledges his fault. Like, hey, yeah, man, I was wrong, man. You know, and he repents. He ain't doing it again. He's trying his best not to do it again. Then forgive him, man. You cannot be mad at your brother the whole time, man. All the time, man. You know, you gotta forgive him. You know, get over it. Let it be, you know. So that was that. Give me Sirach 22 and 22.
Sirach chapter 22, verse 22. If thou hast opened thy mouth against thy friend, fear not.
Against thy friend, you can see it as against your brother. Fear not to tell him something, you know, to tell him what he did wrong or to tell him what he did good. You know?
For there may be a reconciliation.
For there may be a reconciliation, you know, re-agreement. You will reconcile, you will get back together, you know, make it right again, you know.
Except for upbraiding or pride.
Except for these things, read it again, for upbraiding.
Except for upbraiding or pride.
Or pride, when you be acting proud against your brother.
Or disclosing secrets.
Disclosing of secrets, you know, opening of secrets.
Or a treacherous wound.
A treacherous wound, something that, you know, you feel fucked up, you know, about him, what he did. And then you bring it up all of a sudden, you know. When you rebuke him or you tell him, and for years you didn't came up with it. And then all of a sudden you come up with it. Like, hey, yeah, you remember what you did? You know, you remember what you did last time, man? Years ago? And then you fucked up. That's a fucked up thing, man. You gotta rebuke him on the spot. Don't come with shit from years ago, man.
Gone.
You know, they say, it's a Dutch saying, don't get the cows out of the water, you know? That's a fucked up shit.
Old cows out of the water.
You know?
Yeah.
That's some fucked up shit.
Gone. That's why you gotta speak on things, and when someone is going off, you gotta rebuke him, because he could be dealing with a treacherous wound about all of the brothers, man.
Yeah,
and if you rebuke him on the spot, then maybe that thing can come up, and then y'all all gonna see that, hey, this man wasn't right from the start, man. You know.
And that was the thing that happened to us, man, in the camp. We had a brother, not a brother, a guy, a nigga. You know, we rebuked him because he was saying like, hey, I have a dream. So then the brother be like, I know the interpretation of your dream, you know, just for fun, boom. And then he explained his dream. And then all of a sudden the treacherous wound of him came out, because he was like, yeah, and what do you do? And what do the apostles do? And this and
who's the camp leader?
Who's the camp leader? Because you both ruling and Apostle Ricard in the back. He's coming with shit. That's have nothing to do with his dream.
Yeah.
So that's how you think, like, hey.
Treacherous wound.
That's a treacherous wound. So he be thinking about that all the time, you know? Hey, that's fucked up, man. Read that part again. Read the whole scripture again. So
if thou hast opened thy mouth against thy friend, fear not, for there may be a reconciliation, except for upbraiding or pride or disclosing of secrets, or a treacherous wound. For these things every friend will depart.
For these things every friend will depart. Every brother will depart, man. Give me you have a precept? Otherwise give me Romans 14 and 12.
No. Romans
14 and 12. Yeah, man. If a brother does something wrong, rebuke him on the spot. If he repents, forgive him, you know? But don't be keep rebuking him, this and that.
Romans 14 and 12. So then every one of us shall give account of himself to the Most High. Let us not therefore judge one another anymore, but judge this rather, that no man put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall in his brother's way.
You hear that? You hear that? You don't put a stumbling block or occasion to fall in your brother's way. You don't put some fucked up shit in front of him so he will fall off, man. You know? Or you don't put some shit from the past upon him like, hey, you remember what you did, this and that? Or in the world, you did this and that, you know, make him think about it fucked up again, you know? Fuck his mind up. That's some fucked up shit, man. Let the past be the past, man. Go forward, you know, in this truth, especially when your brothers in the camp, man. You know? Go forward in this truth. Let the past be the past. Don't come with some wicked ways, man. Don't come with that shit, man. Stumbling blocks, put him in front of your brother, man. So he would fall. You know? We gotta grow in this truth, man. You know? Don't come back on certain things. Read verse 13.
Verse 13. Let us not therefore judge one another anymore, but judge this rather, that no man put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall in his brother's way. I know and am persuaded by the Lord Yahushai.
We gotta go forward, you know, in the Lord Yahushai, man. You know, because the Lord Yahushai, he forgave his people, man, and through him we will get forgiveness, man. You know, that's an important thing, man. You know, so brothers that be saying like, hey, we need to expose each other and this and that, and we need to expose GMS. And you cannot break this thing of ours, man. This thing of ours is hey, this is a house of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, that you will not break, man. Jump to verse 4.
Romans 14 and 4. Who art thou that judgest another man's servant? To his own master he standeth or falleth. Yea.
To his own master he standeth or falleth. So if you rebuke the brother, tell him his wrongdoings, you know, don't keep judging him on his things. It is the Yahushai, Yahweh Shem Yahushai will manifest to the brothers, to everyone, if he's righteous or not, man. If he's a wicked man, you know, if he keeps standing up in this truth or falling, you know, fall off this truth. Go on.
Yea, he shall be holden up, for the Most High is able to make him stand.
The Most High is able to make him stand, man. That's why the scripture in Proverbs 24:16 say, he falleth 7 times, but the righteous man will get up, you know, will stand up eventually. So, hey, with that, I'm going to close the video. All glory and praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the elders, apostles of GMS, Great Millstone that rule well, you know, and teaches this truth. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.